I'll take it with me. What's the best way? Just climb up there and then...
Yep, any one of these middle seats.
Okay, so I'll go through that door and then back. Far from the high-performance pace of the city, in a land of Bahama blue seas and white, sandy islands, away from the boardrooms, office politics and impossible deadlines where the only raised voice you hear is calling you to dolphin spot. And the only decision you need to make is whether to pair your Kobe tenderloin with a Chateauneuf de Pape or a Brunello di Montalcino. It's the Brunello, by the way. Here, in the paradisaic setting of calm tranquility, a motor yacht is calling to you. Her name is simply W. Now, before filming this video, I came to meet with the crew and the captain just to get a feeling for the kind of charter experience that W offers. I think really I was kind of expecting them to say that they do themed dinners where they all dress up as penguins or something, or floating Olympics so that the guests can all race against each other. But no, they said to me that people come to W to relax, to unwind. Thank you very much. Sure, they can do the themed dinners if that's what guests really want to do, and they love to have families on board, but they end up entertaining the children so that the parents can just relax. After they've done relaxing, there are lots of activities for people to do, and we'll be looking at some of those activities in a few moments. But first, let me invite you to take your mind on a journey far from your troubles and strifes. Come to W and just relax. And your day of relaxation will start here, in the master stateroom. A spacious and sumptuous ambience of slumber that at the touch of a button can flood with light to reveal soft and gentle fabrics paired with entertaining geometric shapes integrated into the woods, marbles and granites of the cabinetry and the ensuite bathroom. This area has an abundance of wardrobe space and storage for you and, more importantly, your other half to be prepared for any occasion should the opportunity arise. The stateroom is the perfect place to enjoy a morning coffee on the balcony before meeting your guests for breakfast. Your guests too, assuming that you do invite some guests, will not complain about their accommodations, as 3 double staterooms offer a sophisticated and elegant setting in which to catch up on much needed sleep. The finest of mattresses are topped by the softest of linens to make for the deepest of refreshing rests. The complement of staterooms is completed by a twin too, so there is a wonderful flexibility for a variety of eventualities, and the twin beds also join to make a double if necessary. The first meal of the day may well be served in the Sky Lounge, a panoramic and private spot to inhale your first refreshing breath of sea air as the whole aft window section opens up to let the day greet you, along with the crew who will already have been informed of your favourite breakfast foods. This really is such a well-appointed area of the yacht. A fresh marble-topped bar faces a convivial seating area, again with those intricate geometric shapes that feature throughout the yacht, creating a sensation of comfortable elegance and total peace. From here, you may enjoy wandering onto the upper aft deck to sit and chat with your friends for a few moments, before taking a few steps up to a sun deck that can only be described as a temple of tranquility, with a jacuzzi tub hiding comfy sunbeds, a sizable bar, and oceans of seating areas. This deck is clearly designed for relaxing in the sun. Nourished by an occasional island mojito and moving just to turn the page of your book or refresh your sun lotion, I have no doubt the guests on board W spend a lot of time up here. But while you are relaxing on the sun deck, lower down in the vessel, a world-class chef is preparing for the sun deck to be used for an entirely different reason. The Galley on W has been designed to ensure that the finest of cuisine can be prepared here, and as a result, the finest of chefs are attracted to work on board, showcasing their culinary skills and driven by a desire to make your stay as delightful as possible. One of the most appealing parts of a charter on W is the chance to enjoy the company of friends and family, surrounded by astonishing beauty and savouring sensational morsels that will stay in your memory long after the taste has faded from your tongue. If you fancy an afternoon nap on the sofa, the main deck lounge offers a perfect space to do this. Interestingly, this area has been divided in two, so that the aft section has these comfy mirrored seating arrangements, and the forward end is equipped for entertainment. I can just see guests coming down here to watch afternoon sports and having a snooze in front of the US Open golf tournament, while the crew keep a watchful eye to ensure that they're not disturbed. This too is a wonderfully elegant area with a blend of woods and materials that just invites you to take a seat and, well, relax. To be truthful, although I'm sure that this area is used for the occasional snooze on board, sleeping's not the only thing you need to do to relax. Sometimes you just need to know that your loved ones are okay. You need to talk to them on Zoom or WhatsApp or whatever your preferred method of communication is. If there's something going on in your business, sometimes you just need to know it's being handled properly. So internet connectivity is a surprisingly important part of a relaxing charter, and internet connectivity in the Bahamas can sometimes be somewhat of an issue. Not on W though. This yacht last year had a refit and an upgrade that included the addition of 32 routers throughout the yacht, so no matter where you are on board, you can always get a connection. Actually, the captain told me that if you want to charter the yacht and you need a particularly fast internet connection, he can even upgrade the system if you ask him to for the duration of your charter. But the internet is not the only high-speed feature of W, as the yacht has a 38-foot Boston Whaler chase boat with 4 Mercury 450 engines for a total of 1,800 horsepower, propelling it to insanity miles per hour for the moments when you just need to blow off some steam. Remarkably, for a boat of this size, she also has a gyroscopic stabilizer, so that when she's stationary and guests are fishing, they're unlikely to feel seasick. The Boston Whaler really is tremendous fun, but barely scratches the surface of the water toys available, as W carries a superb selection on board. I usually rush through this part of the video, but it is so much fun to learn something new whilst on vacation, so I wanted to showcase some of the toys. Personally, I've always wanted to learn to sail, so the captain showed me how to use one of their 2 small sailboats. But others will undoubtedly prefer to paddleboard, since this seems to be very popular at the moment. And who can resist the opportunity to play around with a sea bob? The yacht has 4 of them on board, so there should always be one available to use. The water slide is always a favourite, of course, something I just couldn't resist using. With pedal kayaks and snorkel gear, an 18-foot rib and 2 GTX Sea-Doo jet skis, there is really no excuse not to have tremendous fun on board this remarkable yacht. And when the sun sets and you and your guests retreat to your staterooms for a shower and probably another quick nap, the busy, friendly and supremely professional crew of W will be setting up something very special for you to enjoy on shore. One of the greatest joys of a Bahamas charter is without a doubt the beach barbecue, and W has this down to a fine art. Standing in virgin white sand with an evening breeze calling you, this is the perfect antidote to city stress. The ideal way to end an ideal day. W can take you thousands of miles from your hometown, but you may as well be light years away on a different planet of flavours and smells, sensations and emotions as you live in the moment, enjoying time dedicated to you, time to refresh your mind and recharge your batteries, time to relax.
Oh my God.
And that is why chartering a yacht is such a unique experience. There's not a hotel in the world that can offer this level of personal attention to the guests. And when you get a world-class yacht like W with a world-class crew like the crew of W in a spectacular destination such as this, you just owe it to yourself to try it out. And you know, it's not even just the yacht and the crew, it is that level of attention to small details. The fact that there is internet connectivity throughout the yacht. The quality of the mattresses and the linen were incredible, and I know because I slept as a guest on board, I slept like a baby. The fact that the Boston Whaler has gyroscopic stabilizers. Who's even thought of such a thing? If W does call out your name, do listen to her, because she talks a lot of sense.